Homework 7. Hi, now we are comparing 3 different apps to making presentations, and I will say some advantage and disadvantage of using everyone, and in what cases is more useful to use everyone of their though use each one. First, we have PowerPoint. Is the most famous of all. Is the more classic, very old, but it's still the first, the most used app for enterprises for making presentations. Some benefits is it's a classic, so it's very easy to use. It's very all know how to use it, and it's very formal. It's perfect for formal presentations in an enterprise like this example. It's a program made for an enterprise to one program created by me, and if you can see, it's very formal, very graphic, but very simple. And that is one of the disadvantage that is a classic, so you can say it's turning boring, more and more boring. So for that is what we are checking more apps to give some diversity to this, and that is very all the presentations looks the same in some cases because it's very difficult. It's very easy to use, but it's very difficult to be an expert and be creative in this app because it's very difficult to use in an expert mode. It's not intuitive like the other apps that we are going to see in this video. You can use it, like I said, in enterprises, projects, programs, and some like that examples. In the second place, we have Prezi. The Prezi is very more dynamic, more visual. It's more pretty, if you want to say it in that way. It's perfect to present brands, like in this case, the brand Leche Leal, or for a school project. I think it's very useful too because it's make your presentations less boring, and that is a very good point to a presentation because it have to be the less boring that it can be. So I'd have a good point to use Prezi. In third place, we have Powtoon. It's more very graphic, very dynamic. I think it's perfect to use with child, so to use in schools because it makes the presentations less boring, like Prezi, but in another way. This is more graphic, more fun to see, and it's less probably that you can get sleep in the middle of the presentations, and that is very important. So I prefer to use this with childs or with children's within schools because it's very useful for that.